pay grade, bro. I got opinions, but we don't really know. All the stuff that we've read about, is oil, is, make believe drug stuff, whatever, and I'm sure that they tried to. I don't even remember in 2020 when they tried to, arrest him and all that, and they got a $50 million bounty on his head. But for all the things that I've read, this right here is about oil, bro. That's what it's about, oil. And United States and other countries has been in Venezuela for decades. They've been building those, different oil camps all over there, and you got Exxon, Chevron, you got Shell, all those people that's over there. They spent billions, if not $1 trillion or more, building that stuff up. Now it's not their oil, but I'm sure they probably got some kind of lease that they pay. They agreed to pay the country, and then the oil that they pump out, they can sell. But my understanding that, they would have been a lot better off if they would have allowed those oil companies, to do what they was doing, and then they got their little share of the pie. And then they probably could have had their own oil companies, and built that, and I don't know. It's for oil, they're ready to go to war for oil, just like over in Iraq. This stuff is crazy, and I don't know. And they bragging how the military went in there, and we ain't got no pictures though. How come there were no pictures there? How come there were no videos?
Well, I guess that they can't have that, Ted. I guess they can't have that. You can't have any pictures. Can't have any pictures. Too much like being doing something right. Too much like being right. Because really, actually, Ted, the only reason why that man invaded that country, was to change the narrative. That's all. He this Epstein thing is tearing his butt up, and he cannot stand it. So he decided he wanted to be a bully and go over there and terrorize this country and take Madeira out of there because he knew that he didn't have anybody here in this country who was going to stop him. And the fact that even though China and Russia and stuff does not, our friends and stuff with Madeira and all that, they are so far away and stuff that they can't. It's almost impossible for them to have stopped what Trump was doing. And I don't believe that they even realized and stuff what the heck was going on there, that this man was going to attack him. They thought probably that Trump was putting out a lot of bluster and everything. He pounded his check, on the big dog. And they didn't believe that he was going to do it. I don't believe that they believed that he was going to do this. And now he is threatening Iran, telling them, hey, I'm going to come over there and stuff and get rid of the unrest over there. Where in the hell, Ted, damn well, there was no way that anybody would have came over here into our country when we had all of this stuff going on, and him sending in and National Guard troops and fighting and the people out in the streets and everything and all of that, and some other country going to come over here and tell us that we can't do what we are doing, messing with our sovereignty. They wouldn't have that wouldn't even thought in their mind. But for him to go and tell these countries and stuff that, hey, I don't like what you guys are doing in y'all country, I'm gonna come over there and attack you all. Because the only thing that he's looking at and stuff is, other than the Epstein thing, is that they got a lot of oil there. Venezuela got oil. Iran got oil. The pretext to go get the oil. That's all. He wants to take their natural resources. Just like he's now talking about he's going to come over there into Venezuela and tell those people what the hell to do inside their country now. So he know what he's planning on doing. He's planning on allowing those oil companies to come over there and take that oil and stuff from Venezuela and do what the hell they want to do with it. But I don't believe that he's going to be able to get away and stuff with that and everything because, as you know, China already had already signed an agreement and stuff and everything for their oil. Russia had already made an agreement and stuff and everything with Venezuela. We're going to help and protect you. And all of a sudden he comes over there. They're going to do something to him, Trump. They're not going to let him get away with it. European Union is not going to say anything, but because they got their hands full with Russia over there with Ukraine. Somebody's going to open their mouth and say something. Don't know who it's going to be, but somebody's going to open their mouth and say something. And it ain't going to happen here in the United States. Congress is not going to bother him. Trust me. They're not going to say a word. They're not going to tell Trump that he didn't do what's right. They're going to probably go out tomorrow on these shows, and they're going to defend him. It was okay for him to do that. All these Republicans. So he's gonna get away with this. This one right here. This little part right here, he's gonna get away. Nobody's gonna bother him.
Oh, I agree. I agree because, the thing is, though, you have to look at it like this. We don't know, since they've been there for decades, these big oil companies and what have you, and they have spent probably $1 trillion or more building those refineries and all whatever else they need, and brought all that equipment over there and everything, and then here come this guy, he takes over the country illegally, and now he's saying, hey, we're gonna go ahead on and use all this oil that we got available and make a lease with China and Russia. Well, if Russia and China want to use that oil and make a lease with Venezuela, they're gonna have to pay the piper, and that means you got to pay the corporate people. United States international corporations, and that was the big beef, and this is what Trump is saying. I mean, in his own way, that's what he's saying. In a lot of ways, if you make an agreement with a corporation and they ran him out of there, the other guy, Chavez, he ran him out of there. So, and he took it over. He just wasn't wise enough to use that oil in making an agreement. And maybe he was. I don't know. I know he was selling some of that oil. But, man, how many people, hundreds of thousands of people, Venezuelans, came here? He did make the insinuation and say, yeah, well, then, the Venezuelans, they can go back home. Because they're going to be in charge of it. I don't know how that's going to happen. I have no idea how that's going to happen because the VP, now I understand is supposed to be a very smart lady. She's been in government since 2014. She's a lawyer. And she worked in about 3 or 4 different segments of the government over there. And the last thing that she was in charge of was oil companies. So we'll see. I don't know. It's too far my pay grade. I haven't been keeping up with it. I haven't, really studied it. But I know just a few things that I've read and what people are talking about. It's just, this man don't give a shit about the United States. Don't give a shit about the United States, bro. All he's looking at is where, hey, where can I make some money?
Or change the narrative. change that narrative. Because they were getting ready to put some pressure on him, buddy, on the Epstein stuff. It was getting ready to tear his behind up. Now he's changed the narrative. He done changed the narrative completely. But
Oh
to
yeah, this
go
is a
over
2 week, 3 week story.
to
Maybe
go
a
over
month.
there into a country and stuff because he wants to change the narrative, that's kind of oh man, that's kind of extreme.
That's
But
that's
yeah,
that's wag the dog for funocide.
yep. That's kind of extreme because he is going to change it because he's already then got the people over there. But I don't know how much he's going to change it. I really don't. I really can't see how him invading that country and stuff and everything and taking the president out and everything is going to change what's going on and stuff with him because a lot of people out there are going to be on the news cycle and saying that this is the reason why he did it. He did not want people to see that he was a pedophile. The pedophile has came there, so he's not going to change the narrative a whole lot. Matter of fact, it may have even created more, but they're going to mess and stuff for him. Because right now, he done took the president out of there. He's getting ready to indict him. That's not going to create a whole lot of mess and stuff. People know that like you just said, the man had a body on his head. He was a illegal president there in that country. So hey, you just I don't believe he's going to change a whole lot. Now, if he decides that he wants to go over there and buy the Iran, that's going to change a whole lot of stuff there. That is not, oh man, that would create a whole big mess there. So
You said it earlier. That's World War III there, bro.
that's World War III. That's World War III there. If he goes over there and buy the them. But I do believe and stuff and everything that we haven't heard the last from China and we haven't heard the last from Russia about that. We have not heard the last about it. And it might go well and stuff for Ukraine. I'm pretty sure it is because now Putin can't play Trump and stuff like he been because he done came over there now and bothered the man and stuff that Putin had came over there and told this guy and stuff, we going to protect you. And he didn't. So what does Putin do? He still got a hold on Trump now. He still got a hold on Trump now. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be interesting what's going to happen today, tomorrow, and next week and stuff and everything, and how the communication that's coming out of those two countries, China and Russia. It's going to be interesting to see what they got to say and how they respond to what he just done. We shall see.
Well, everybody knows this, and I'm just going to repeat it.
Yep.
Think about this. You got Israel and Gaza. You got, the Palestinians. You got Russia and Ukraine. And now you got this. But at the same time, you also have China intimidating Taiwan.
Yep.
And these are major players. Major players. And I know that America do not like Iran slipping their boats over to China for oil, giving them oil. So that's the one reason why they're upset with Iran, because they want to stifle China as much as they can. But China got a lot of money to spread out, bro. They got a lot of money. They can, they got a lot of stuff that they
got
can
a
do.
lot of money, and they got a lot of power. And they can put a heck of a lot of pressure on the United States. A hell of a lot of pressure on the United States at this point in time. A hell of a lot of pressure on them. And I believe that old Donald has probably made a big mistake and stuff and invading that daggone country. He was
Well, he broke all the laws anyway,
Yeah, he made a big mistake in doing that, messing with that country's sovereignty, going over there and bothering them people. That was a big mistake on his part. But we're going to see how it plays out. We shall see how it plays out. We're going to see how this plays out. And like I said, I don't believe he's going to go there and bother Iran because Russia and China both and stuff have a lot more invested in Iran than they do in Venezuela. And they're a lot closer to Iran than they are to Venezuela. It's going to be a lot easier for them to help to protect Iran than it is to protect Venezuela. So we shall see, my friend. I was just curious, man. I woke up this morning and stuff, man. I looked at my news and I saw that. I said, this Negro ain't did this shit. He didn't do that. This was some fake news.
3 o'clock this morning.
It was fake news. I said, this is some fake news. And I had to keep on reading and everything. And I saw, oh, man, he done it. And I knew it was all in my email. Everywhere. It was everywhere. So I said, well, it must be true. And I didn't hear his announcement. I guess, has he made his announcement already, or is he waiting on it at 8 o'clock?
Announcement for what?
He's supposed to be saying, he's supposed to be getting on the national news here in a little bit and announcing what had happened, why he did what he did.
Oh, he did that at 11 o'clock this morning. Well, he was late. He didn't do it until about 11:30, quarter to 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gave his whole explanation. And some of the stuff I've already talked about, his explanation, and all that. But it's all about the oil, as far as that goes. That's the reason why. And then, like you said, that's the wag the dog. His tail, that's, that right there too. But he said, why not? What he got to lose? Change this narrative for another 3 or 4 months. Keep it in the. You know how these news people are. They'll talk about that shit all day and then give all kind of breakdowns and blah 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 blah, and say the same thing over and over and over and over for the next 2-3 days. They got a one-track mind.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. See what happens.
But the internet, my friend, they're talking about a lot of other stuff, like the Florida governor's race.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What's going on down in Florida other than...
There's a Republican that's running for Florida. 2 Republicans, of course. I don't know how many Republicans, but 2 that are colliding. And this white guy, I can't think of his name, but anyway, he called McDonald a slave. He called him a slave and he called him a tether. You know what a tether is?
No.
A tether is an immigrant that comes to this country and they get involved in politics or have their opinions about politics where they have no idea how this country was ran, throughout the centuries. And they think that they have all the answers and, black folks is too lazy and the other immigrants are, whatever, and that's what a tether is basically. And they're not for reparations, and they feel as though, hey, they can do the same thing we did. We doing, I'm doing just fine. I got my doctorate degree or I got my medical degree or whatever, and they, living the life of an American dream. Basically, that's what those Somalians are doing. That's what those Ethiopians are doing. That's what these Cubans and Venezuelans are doing. And now you got your Afghanistan's doing the same thing. You know, they blaming Somalians for supposed to be doing fraud, and I'm sure there was some fraud there. However, not as not as bad as they think it like it is. However, I can guarantee you, if you go anywhere in the country, they're gonna find some people stealing. They already, you know, the PPP loans. That's a whole ball game right there. We're talking $1 trillion, almost $1 trillion.
They even were trying to go after the Catholic Church, man, for all the money that they had stole out of that PPP money.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, um, you know, and I know, both of us, they was trying to give us some money.
Mm-hmm.
They was trying to give you some money. They was trying to give me some money. I said, no, no, thank you.
Well, not only that, Ted, they all the way up until I think July of this year, of last year and everything, they were trying to give me some money. Come on and get the money. It's there. Come on and get the money. It's there. This is your last chance. And I said, no, I'm not going to bother that stuff. They ain't going to get my butt in jail for no $30,000. $30,000 is not worth going to jail.
You know, a lot of these people, man, you know, they're catching them. And some of them going to jail for it, too.
Yep.
Because they end up buying houses and Cadillacs and lying on their application talking about they got a business and they got so many employees and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We was in a crisis, and so I guess, you know, this stuff should have been monitored a little bit better, but, you know, and then who knows, man, those people that was getting the money to loan the money out.
There was, but I think that doing what Biden and were trying to do was to get as much money out to people as fast as possible. So they bypassed a lot of safety nets and everything to stop all this thievery going on. But there were a lot of people and stuff here at that time, man, who did need that money. There was a lot of thievery going on, but there were a lot of folks and stuff who needed that money to keep their business and stuff going. And I'm pretty sure if we go back and look at the companies and stuff that were saved because of that, could far outweigh, you know, the thievery that was going on. So, and just like you said, any federal government program and stuff they got, there's always some waste going on there. They usually count at least 5 or 10% of waste and stuff going on in any one of the programs that they have going on out there. That's just like they have. Now we talk about food stamps and stuff and everything. What's going on with them? They can cut the food stamps off. But, you know, there has been waste and fraud in food stamps, man, ever since they brought it out.
And some of people get $200-300 a month, if not more, and then they sell some of those.
And a lot of them are getting the food stamps and they selling them to people and everything. You know, you hear that stuff all the time, man. Somebody, hey, man, you want to buy some food stamps? You know, people standing outside the store. You want to buy some food stamps, man? 50 cents on a dollar. People buy this stuff, so you weren't supposed to do that. But then they got the cards and stuff out with EBT cards. They got out, so they cut down a little bit of the daggone fraud and deception and stuff there. But people were still doing it. They were, hey, man, I follow you around and, you know, bring your food up in there and everything, and I put my card in and stuff, and buy the food, we get outside and stuff, and you give me the money. So, hey, it was still going on. So, I don't care what kind of program we have in this country, there is some daggone waste and abuse and stuff in it. But to denigrate a whole community of Somalians and stuff because some white woman and stuff decided she wanted to steal some money, and then take the money away from the whole state as far as child service and stuff concerned, and tell people that we ain't paying for your child care. That's going to the absolute extreme there. I mean, it's absolute extreme. But that's what Trump folks and stuff do. They go to the extreme because they don't care. They'll take that stuff, man, and just do whatever they want to do. So We are now beginning, Mr. Harvey, to see the effects and stuff, starting to see the effects and stuff of the people and stuff in their health care, and starting to see the effects of this food stamp. SNAP, I'm getting emails and stuff now, man, from these not-for-profit folks and stuff, and they're to the bill and food and the food banks and everything, and they out there now begging people for money so they can make up for their loss of money that they're going to have in the food stamp program. I mean, I've gotten it since January, since December the 25th, I think it was, 26th. Every day I'm getting emails. Give us some money. Give us some money. Give me some money. We need money. We need money. Because we know we got there. We're going to run out of food. Give us some money. It's going to be a mess, man. And like I said, it's going to, this old boy just, he created such a big ass mess and everything that he knows there's a big ass mess coming. So, hey, change the narrative. Get people talking about something else. But you cannot get people to stop talking about the health care. You ain't going to get people to stop talking about the food stamp. People going hungry. And you're not going to get people to stop talking about that the children and stuff are being cut off from eating. That stuff is just too much. It's too much. You can't stop it. But your media folks and stuff probably gonna slow it down. But man, oh shoot, it's gonna be a mess. So I meant to ask you a question, Harvey. What did Donald say?
He have no response yet.
That's surprising that he wouldn't come out and say something about that.
He might have responded, but I haven't seen anything that, he's calling him a slave. Not a slave as a slave, but he says that he has no investment in his country because he's an immigrant. Mm-hmm. This is what this white guy is telling him. You're a tether. And, you are a slave to the corporations and to these, different types of people, to give out, help him with his campaign.
So now you live in Florida. You think he got a chance, a snowball chance in hell of winning that nomination?
Hell no. Hell to the no. And he know it too.
So why do you think he's running?
He's in trouble, bro. He's got a big old some stuff over his head that he took a lot of money. His wife was in some kind of program and they got a bunch of money, and they think they took about $5 to $10 million of that money, maybe more. And then you got your Florida governor did the same thing.
Oh yeah, he got more than that, didn't he? What he got? He's in there, what, $34 million? He said 34, something like that.
And that ain't nothing but pennies, nickels, and dimes when it comes to the government. But it is what it is. A lot of these people say, "Hey, everybody else doing it. Why not me?" Mm-hmm. Should be work. You got Margie Taylor Greene worth over $25+ million, and she leaving, and she got that money within less than 5 years.
Yep.
You got that Congress lady up in she's a Somalian. She worth $30 million.
Oh no, she ain't worth that much. She got that.
It's been recorded.
Well, the last time I heard, they say she worth about between $5 and $10 million.
$30 million, bro.
Well,
somebody
I got to go
did the
back and check on
calculations
that.
and got the records.
I got to go back and check on that. Now you talking about Ilan now? Ilan, right? The Somali lady. No, they would say that she didn't. It wasn't that much. But
her and her husband. She got a divorce from her first husband. And this guy, he's been in the government for years, and somehow they end up, they got 30 million in their account, bro. Because they got to report all that stuff. And anyway, they investigating her right now, figuring out how did they get that much money that quick. So I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of stealing going on, bro. There's a whole lot of stealing. I mean, I've already talked about, the Pentagon. They stole over $25 trillion, missing. They never got an audit. So, and then when they did get an audit, they already said that they got so much money missing, it's ridiculous. The American people, man, we've been hoodwinked and just conned, man. These people have stolen and stolen and stolen money all over the place.
Name of the game, Ted. Name of the game. If you talk to all these immigrants and stuff who came here, I ain't talking about just the Hispanic folks. I'm talking about white folks who came here. They come here with the intentions of making some money because they know that there's so much theft and thievery going on that they're going to make some money. And that's their intent. Those Pakistanis, those Indians, all of them who come here, those folks and stuff who run in these gas stations, the ones who a lot of these Pakistanis and stuff, they own these little small gas stations. They own they got the Indians and stuff. They got these motels and hotels around here and stuff. They launder money like crazy through these places, and that's why they come here. We got people and stuff here in our neighborhood and stuff. I'm telling you, there's probably, oh man, these local gas stations and stuff. They don't make their money off of gas. Their money and stuff comes off of the lottery. Their money comes off of these Hispanics and stuff having these little stores inside these gas stations. And a lot of them got these washing things going on outside the gas station. They go out and these Spanish washing cars and all that stuff. And most of these little places, man, they got, especially here in Georgia, they got little rooms and stuff in the back, man, where you got these gambling machines and stuff where you go back there. These people, they go in the back, man, in these back rooms and stuff. I mean, the room ain't no bigger than a damn closet. They probably got maybe 5 or 6 machines back there. And these people are sitting back there, man, gambling on these machines. And if somebody get lucky enough to win on the machine and stuff, they walk up front and everything, and then the people there who running the gas station, they pay the folks off, and then they'll call up the people who own the machines in the back and say, hey man, we just paid this guy off, so the guy come in there, he'll take the money out of the machine and everything, pay them people their money that they pay them back, plus their little interest and stuff you got coming. And these folks are making big money to it. Some of these people and stuff, they got these machines and they're illegal and they're sitting in the back there. And whenever they get raided, they just say, well, okay, they go pay the fine, bail these people out of jail. And then they give them about $1 million or $2 and stuff, and tell them to get the hell out of the country, go back to Pakistan, wherever they came from. And the next day, they back to doing the same thing again. The United States is a money bag.
Yeah, if you ain't got no conscience of right and wrong, and and you don't care about stealing, the Bible tells us thou shalt not steal.
They don't care about that. They don't care about it. A lot of them Muslims, they have Quran, but they come and make some money. That's all they do. Come and make some money for their family and take their money back to wherever they came from. That's all they do. And they don't care.
Well, I was thinking, they was talking about the cocaine industry and all the other stuff. That's over $1 trillion plus money laundering. You know, and they
Well,
was talking about that for a while, and they got off of it because the major banks, was involved.
right. The bigger you get into it and everything, that put up it is. But Ted, most of these people that I see, they aren't into drugs and anything like that. They into white collar crimes. They're all in thing white collar crime, going out there and hoodwinking the insurance companies, taking money from all kinds of stuff. They stealing stuff and everything. And oh man, you name it, these people in it. Laundering funds, laundering money and stuff through these banks and stuff and everything. They got all kind of scam stuff going on, stealing people's bank accounts, old people's bank accounts, all kind of stuff going on. White collar crime, that's all they're doing. I mean, they got scams for everything, everything, and they're not even bothering drugs because they figure that if they're into drugs and stuff, the penalty and stuff to get caught is a heck of a lot higher. But these white collar crimes, they might get away with just fine. They might have stole maybe $500,000 or $2 million and stuff and everything, and the people who are hurt and stuff is the older folks, or the people who can afford to lose their money, and they'll bring them in and they'll get them attorney and stuff, pay a fine and stuff, and they turn them loose. You don't worry about it. But they don't like the drug thing because you start talking about drugs, man, you get big time. Big time. So anyway, we are a we are a cash register.
That we are.
We are a cash register. They just come in there, cling, open the drawer up, and just take whatever they want out of it and leave. And all we do is print money.
We like to print some more money.
It's catching up, man. The dollar going down. They get as much money as they used to off the dollar. Because most people realize what the hell going on. Most of the countries are anyway. So, hey, our money is being devalued real quick. But the Federal Reserve and stuff, Trump gonna make a big mistake, man, if he pushes that old boy out. They're gonna make a big mistake if he pushes that old boy out. He can't push that old boy out because people trust him. The financial folks, the bankers out there, the people in the financial world, the international world, they trust that guy. He is trustworthy. The Federal Reserve Chairman, they trust him that he is going to do what's right. And that's the thing. If you don't trust nobody who is in control of your currency, you don't have anything. Because our money ain't backed by no gold, is it? It ain't backed by silver. It's the faith and trust in that dollar. You lose that faith and trust.
Gold is 4,000 ounces.
I know, and getting higher. They talk about it might hit $6,000 an ounce in this year. It's 4,500 right now. I just checked it. 45.26 an ounce. Now you know, Ted, we old enough to remember when gold was like $300 an ounce.
I'm old enough to remember it was less than that.
So people are telling folks, get you some precious metals, buy some precious metals and stuff. Get some gold or diamonds or silver or something and everything, because this dollar ain't gonna be worth shit in just a little bit. You people, you heard it from us. Get you some gold and store and I didn't know it.
You can't just buy gold for anybody because you got to make sure they ain't put a whole bunch of crap into it. Man, all these pure gold.
There's a way you tell if it is. There's a way to tell. But they'll telling people and stuff that you can own as much gold as you want to know. I did not know that. That the American people are allowed to own as much gold as they want.
Yeah, those people got stacks of gold, man, blocks of gold.
Yeah. Look.
I told you the story about when I was a banker. I used to have this. I ain't gonna give you his ethnicity because it might send a signal. But anyway, this guy, he messed around. You know how you go in the back room and you go into your vault, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of these people just have like they put their little jewelry in a little box and that's it. This guy had a big old box full of black gold.
Black gold.
7 or 8 of them. You know, those big chunks of gold. Weigh about 15, 20 pounds each. He had about 5 or 6 of them, bro. And he opened it up and showed me. I'm not supposed to be watching it. I'm getting ready to get out. He said, wait a minute, I want to show you something. He's bragging about it.
So you walked into the room where his safe deposit box is at, and he opens it up. After you put your key in, he puts his key in, opens it up, and says, hey, look at this. He told you that.
Yep.
I guess he's bragging, huh?
That's what he was doing.
I guess. What's your final word, my brother? We done got you in here, man. We done sit out here and talk. And my clock, I looked at my clock down there. I said, oh, shit.
Well, you know, this right here, everything that's happening right now, if we don't know what's true, what's false, we can speculate, we can read different articles and hear the news and what have you, but we don't know what's going to happen. Nobody know nothing.
No. This reminds me, Ted, of that show that my boy did, the comedian. And he was telling the audience and stuff at the end of the show that if anybody tells you that they know what's going on, you can look at them and tell them and call them a damn liar.
Yep.
Remember he said that in the show? He said, if they tell you that they know what's going on, they are lying to you. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. And that's absolute truth, man. That old boy, never a truer word has been said by a comedian. We don't know. Because this shit is... we don't know. That's our topic for the show. We don't know. Oh, man. You got anything else you want to say, my brother?
Hey, enjoy your weekend.
I'm enjoying mine too, man. I just finished my last black eyed peas and shrimp today.
I finished mine yesterday. I'm getting ready to see if these bucks. I'm going to watch these bucks.
And why did you tell me, man, the collard greens mean money? The beans and stuff mean coins and stuff, but the collard greens mean the greenback in your hand. I just missed my greenback. Man, I could eat up some collard greens and stuff. I left collard greens alone and the black eyed peas. So all I can look for them little bitty nickels to have. Yeah, your old lady told me, hey, collard greens, they mean money. I said, what? I said, Ted ain't collard greens, he told me shit.
I thought you knew.
No, man, I know that's what it meant. That's a Negro that had collard greens and stuff. He planned on getting his dollar bills. I'm just around with these pennies to have. Anyway, folks, you all have a happy day. I know I will. And me and Mr. Harvey, we will see you guys and stuff tomorrow. Bye-bye.